Hi, Jim. I'm sorry I'm a little late. K1GZL.
Charlie, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fine. I was out in the yard. I was trying to plant a 16-foot 4x4 in the ground. Pardon me. And that was a job. And then to come down here, I have to come down through a lot of brush that just made me a little bit late. So I've got a short but a nice contact with Captain Mike. Captain Mike yesterday morning. Yesterday morning as he was over just west of Chicago at 37,000 feet. Go ahead.
Oh, Roger, I'm just I got knocked off of Milford, so I'm just back on that. So I'll be switching to Milford for your playback, Roger.
Back on that, so I'll be switching to Milford for your playback, Roger.
Okay, K1G 30 to 31 degrees, and it just started about an hour ago. It just barely showing up on the ground, but the ground is covered with about 2/3, about a half an inch. What's left of that, it fell the day before yesterday, and we have a pretty major snowstorm. It's going to hit us tomorrow afternoon and take us right through Sunday morning. Okay, here's Captain Mike just west of Chicago, heading toward Lake Michigan at 37,000 feet, 58 degrees below 0 Celsius, or about 65 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit. I think I have here, wait a minute.
Okay, forward, Charlie.
Here we go.
Overhead Northbrook, Illinois, flight level 370. We got a little tailwind now, about 25 knots, doing 482 on the ground speed, 650 miles from Philadelphia, and we have a temp of minus 58, minus 58 Celsius. K1GZL from K at 4 Whiskey Charlie. And I think
okay, that was Captain Mike yesterday, and here is VK2SR at the just south of the capital of Australia and in Canberra. I think I've got them on this one. Wait a minute. I think.
Signal from North Hampshire. This is VK2 for the radio south of the nation's capital down here. Good on you, mate. I'm really glad you recovered well from the COVID. And, great signal 20 over here easily with some attenuation on Charlie, so that's how loud you are. Just crushing my QRNLE here this evening. So thanks for being there, buddy. Always a pleasure. It was good to hear you in there.
Okay, I wonder how that came through, Jim. KC9VKV, K1GZL.
Roger, Charlie, sounds good. Now, did you say your Australian friend had gone to a different kind of modulation?
Modulation?
No, not that I'm aware of. Except about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, he did make a change that did normify his audio. He had been a little on the high pitch side, but he took care of that. Go ahead.
Oh, Roger, he shifted his EQ to include some lower frequencies?
Yeah, I think it balanced out. It sounded a lot better.
Oh, Roger that. Well, sometimes folks don't quite understand that, when they're trying to get their voice to dominate in their audio, that if they do get a lot of lower frequencies, they do take up space as far as audio quantity. In other words, when you hit 100% modulation, that's it. It's not going to get any better. And if you've got a bunch of low frequencies contributing to that 100%, some of your hearing intensity is going to be sacrificed for those lower frequencies that don't tend to register much. So that's why a lot of folks, and I usually recommend that folks roll off after 300 cycles, because it's kind of, there's a very few people that really can appreciate those lower frequencies. Now that 7300 radio, the newer, ICOM 7300, does have a bandpass that goes down to 100 cycles in receive when you're in that 100 to 2900 mode. But most other radios tend to roll off that bottom end. So if you're using energy to generate those lower frequencies, there's very few people that are going to be able to appreciate it. Roger?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But the balance on your own audio is absolutely tremendous. Absolutely tremendous in here, Jim, and here you are, I hope.
Now that 7300 radio, the newer, ICOM 7300, does have a bandpass that goes down to 100 cycles and receive when you're in that 100 to 2900 mode.
Okay. There you are. You sound like you're right here in the room, very natural, and you can't improve anything there, Jim. Go ahead.
Thank you, Charlie. I appreciate that, sir. Is your health, I hope, still improving?
Oh, yeah, it's not bad at all. I'm over it. I can go out and work in the yard, and it's not bothering me at all. But there was 1 week there, a little over 1 week, I was feeling like you can imagine what. But it never affected my breathing, or did it give me any fever that I am aware of. I just got weak. So weak. Oh, I thought I would drop. I couldn't get out of the chair. My appetite one day got to the point everything tasted like mush, and no taste or anything, and no desire to eat. But gradually we came out of it, but there's an awful lot of that Kovac all across northern New Hampshire and the state. It was either yesterday or the day before. We had 625 new cases just in the state of New Hampshire, Jim, K1GZL.
Roger. Well, I just hope that it minimizes itself as it continues to afflict our country. It's just making really life very difficult for a lot of people, and so hopefully as time passes, maybe the depth of the virus will tend to not be as severe, and will eventually just wind itself down. Roger?
Roger, I've got a phone call here, so I'll sign with you, Jim, and hopefully we'll catch you next week. The beautiful coffee.
Roger, Charlie, 73 up that way, sir. Thanks for checking in. I'm glad you're feeling real well, and that's great. And we'll see you next Friday, all things being equal and the creeks don't rise. This is KC9VKV, the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog network. My name is Jim, better known in some circles as Dr. VKV. And if you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.